Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. You're probably wondering what this pile of junk is, and that's exactly what it is. It's for junk journals. Now I've recently been on a 4-day trip to Paris. Some of you might have already known this if you follow me on Instagram, and this is all the bits of ephemera that I've collected from a trip. And I wanted to give you some ideas on what to collect free. Everything that I've got here was free. Bits was from, things that you bought, receipts, tickets, but ultimately everything here was free from the trip. And I wanted to give you some ideas on how I'm going to use it. Do also stay tuned to my channel because I'll share with you my travel junk journal which I make. I'm going to make it sort of art journal-y, quite bright and vibrant, because I've got a lot of bright colours here really. Now the first thing that I did collect quite a few of is paper bags. I tried to collect some from food, but you do have to be really careful that it hasn't got grease on or anything like that. First thing that I will mention is I was only hand luggage, so that's why I haven't gone overboard and collected loads, and I just took this wallet with me. I thought, well, that'll be plenty big enough and I can just slip it in the back of my backpack, and it just kept everything flat. I got home to the apartment every night and just put stuff in here, so that would be my first tip. Take something like this with you. So these are the bags that I collected. So all I would do with these is, this one is a little bit torn up. It's got a little bit of food on it here and there. It was actually a chocolate crepe. So I'll probably cut it up, make it into a pocket, or do some type of background with it. This paper bag from a croissant. I don't know if there's any crumbs in there, but what I'll probably do with the majority of these paper bags is fold them and put pictures in there or little journaling cards. Now it is quite creased because it did have a croissant in it, so I'm going to iron it. You can iron these, just put it in between another piece of paper because this is quite glossy, and just iron it on a low heat. Same goes with this. This was from a souvenir, that's what this was from, and again I folded it in half to transport it home, knowing that I would fold it in the journal. This is my favourite one, which is from a macaroon that I bought at the airport. I had to sort of fold it into 3, so I'm not sure how I'll use it in the journal, but I just loved that image on it. A bit controversial, a sick bag from the aeroplane, but you know what, it's a good quality bag, and all I need to do is just cover that. I don't really need to cover that if I don't want to, because Air France is who we flew with. Another beautiful paper bag, really thick quality as well. This one's double-sided, and again I folded it because I knew that I would fold it in the journal, so I'm going to try and make my journal this size to accommodate this paper bag. And then finally, in terms of paper bags, I got this McDonald's bag. I don't know where where you live, but we don't have these paper bags in McDonald's. It's just plain on the back. I thought those were super cool images. I might use a handful of those, maybe some of the worlds and things like that. Those are quite cool. So those are the bags. Second of all, I picked up some tickets. Hello, Indy. So tickets, receipts. So I didn't collect all of my receipts because I don't think they're hugely interesting, but all I'll do is I'll just use them as like background. I'll put them underneath something and stick something over it. It'll be like a collage. Yeah, you all know what receipts look like, so save some receipts. Don't save them all unless maybe it was a special event or something like that, and then you can just use them in the background. I got a couple of business cards. I didn't get loads. This was from an open top bus that we went on, and then this was just from a restaurant. We didn't find that a lot of restaurants didn't leave the cards. Excuse me. Tickets next. So 2 little bus tickets. I thought those were super cool, just for, again, putting in collages or sticking behind any type of embellishments. Kept my boarding pass, and then, as I said, we went on a hop-on, hop-off bus, and this was where our tickets was. So I'm going to leave it stapled because I really like that, and I'll probably cut that page off and stick that on the page, maybe use it as a pocket here. I might put a photo underneath so you can make a design feature of that. Now this booklet does have lots of coupons in there, some quite cool images really, but what I did do is I got a second one, okay, just in case there was multiple images that I wanted. Now just whilst I'm talking about getting multiples of things, I didn't mean to pick up 3, I only meant to pick up 2. So this was the map that we used for the hop-on, hop-off bus. So this is the one that we used on the trip. And I thought, wow, that would be super cool, include that in the journal. It'd be a nice fold out, some nice flaps. You know, it's a good thing to document. But what I also thought is, well, there's probably things on the back that I want to use, you know, like some of the words, the arrows, just some of the pictures. So that's why you get 2, because you can use one for the front and then you can cut up the other one for to use the back. And in this case I've got 3. So collect maps, anything that you go on, you know, little tours that you might go on. They might have things. We didn't go on any tours, the bus was the only thing that we went on, but on the bus there was some you know, pamphlets and things, and I mainly picked this one up because I loved that it had that open out feature. So what I might do is I'll incorporate this in the journal somewhere, maybe on the centre page, so it opens up like that, sew it down the middle, and then it will still open. I don't like the majority of this. I like, you know, the top view here, but then I can gesso over here, put stuff over all of these bits. It's got nice images on the bottom here, so maybe that's good for the centre, you know, the centre of your signature. The same would go for any maps. You could include the map in the centre of your signature, depending on how you folded it. So any pamphlets, and then this was just a pamphlet from the Perfume Museum, I think it was. I thought that's a nice image. I'm not sure if I'll use it in this journal. It doesn't particularly go with the style, but I'll use it in something. And then you've got your big tourist maps. So these are the big fold out ones. And again, these are super cool for using maybe as background pages, because look, you've got all of this paper here that you can use as background pages. And they've also got really cool images on the rest. So there'll be adverts here, smaller maps. There's an advert there where I can use some of the images, or at least the text that's on there. So let's have a look. You've got another smaller map there, which it does cut in ever so slightly, but you could use part of that. You can use all of these. It's like an index of all of the monuments and attractions. So definitely pick up a map. Again, if you can pick up 2 maps, pick up 2 so you can use the front and the back. And then finally, just 2 napkins. Now what I'll do with this is I'll just pull them apart. You know how you do when you use actual napkins. I'll pull them apart and I'll just decoupage that onto something else. And the same goes for this one. This was from my macarons that I had at the airport, and I didn't dare wipe my face with it. So yeah, I thought that would be beautiful. Just cut that out, pull the layers apart, and I'll just stick it over the background. Like I said, do stay tuned to my channel and you'll see my travel junk journal coming along over the next couple of weeks, hopefully. And I hope this just inspires you that if you're going on a trip, you don't need to spend money on collecting things. You can just make a junk journal for free from things that you find around your local town or trips that you might go on. So thank you guys so much for watching my video. Bye.